Hi everyone, Caroline here. Is your throat chakra blocked? How do you know? And how can you tell? There are many reasons why your throat chakra may be blocked, and today I'm going to share with you a few reasons why your throat chakra may be blocked because those reasons stand out to me. So if you're someone who hesitates to speak your truth, or if you're someone who swallows your words, or if you're someone who holds things back, or even if you're someone who lies, the throat chakra is about speaking the truth. So lying is basically a throat chakra issue. You know what I mean? And even if you're not that person who lies, maybe you know someone who lies. So always think about it. If you know someone who lies, which is not you, then that is a throat chakra issue, okay? Yeah. Anyway, if you also have problems hearing clairaudiently, if you have problems listening to your inner self using your ears or the power of sound, then your throat chakra could also be blocked. And also things like throat problems, neck problems, shoulder problems are also an indication that your throat chakra is blocked. And of course, there's so much information out there about what specific crystals to use for your throat chakra. And the general agreement is that blue crystals usually resonate with the throat chakra. I personally no longer really ascribe to that general idea of using blue crystals for your throat chakra because there's so much that goes on in opening up the blockages that we have in our lives. As a matter of fact, it's experience that matters. And for me, the blue crystals that have worked for me in truth, the crystals that have helped me really open up and expand my throat chakra are aquamarine, lapis lazuli, sodalite, and black tourmaline. Even though black tourmaline is not a blue crystal, that thing is powerful, and I'm gonna make a dedicated video to speak about how black tourmaline is just the best, especially when it comes to opening up the throat chakra. Okay, that's a promise. So anyway, let me know what specific crystal has really assisted you in opening up your throat chakra. What experience have you had with blue crystals? And is there any other type of crystal that has assisted you in opening up your throat chakra? Let me know in the comments section. Oh, by the way, I remember another good crystal that has really worked for me is blue kyanite. So what are some of the reasons why we have energetic blocks in our throat chakras? And the throat chakra is really important, especially at this time, and especially in the lives of those of us who are spiritually awakening, because we need to hear from within us. We need to hear the voice of the spirit. We need to express the truth that is coming forth from within. We need to share this light with others. We cannot be blocked. We can't remain blocked. We have to open up and express ourselves and speak our truth and come into alignment with who we truly are. And so this requires that our throat chakras be opened, right? So one of the reasons why your throat chakra may be blocked is because many of us have been programmed from when we were little by our families and because of our life experiences to be quiet. We were there to be seen and not to be heard. And because of that, many of us kind of grew up not being able to fully express ourselves. We were not able to speak our minds about what was going on or express an opinion. And sometimes it was like, you better not even have an opinion. And if you did, the consequences that were waiting for you were not the best. And therefore, many of us lacked the courage to be able to express ourselves until we started working on ourselves and, seeking all kinds of therapy. Or maybe we got involved in so many other spiritual tools or things that empowered us, that enabled us now to finally be able to speak our truth. And most of these things, when you think about it, they're also as a result of past life traumas. And maybe in some past lives, some of us were not allowed to speak because we were slaves or because we were suppressed as women. There are some places where women were not allowed to speak. And maybe you were in that kind of past life, and then when you come into this life experience, you just find that for some reason you just can't speak. You know what I mean? So some of this is past life trauma, and it has to be dealt with because it cannot be ignored. So in clearing all these things, sometimes you have to look at the possibility that a past life trauma could be the reason why you are still not able to communicate effectively or freely or express your opinion. Or maybe it's the reason why you're still shy and whatnot. You know what I mean? So all these things have to be looked upon. But those are important things to know, especially when you're working to develop and open up your throat chakra. Okay? So that's my first reason. Past life trauma, some family upbringing, some cultural upbringing, or even just being in the presence of some dominant person or situation that prevents you from really speaking out. So it could be a past thing or a current thing. But the good thing is that you can start practicing how to open up your throat chakra by developing certain skills, you know what I mean, to help you speak out. And it means having courage to start speaking out. These are things that can be done because the energies are so different. And once you get yourself in the flow of things, you can do this thing. So really, there's no excuse, okay? So the other interesting reason why your throat chakra may be blocked is because it might be an indication to you that you are being too aggressive in the way you communicate with others. It might be an indication that you're not considerate in the way you communicate with others. Maybe you're coming across too harsh all the time, you know what I mean? And remember, when you're working with crystals, for example, these things are teachers. They reveal a lot of things to us. So you might be working with a crystal for your throat chakra and nothing has been happening. And that might be a place for you to stop and say what is going on. And what might be going on is that the crystal is trying to reveal to you, bringing to your attention that you are maybe too aggressive in the way you communicate. Maybe your communication is too harsh. Maybe you have that type of energy that really comes across really harsh and aggressive to other people. So it might be a place for you to look at so that you can work on that situation and express yourself lovingly in the way you communicate with others. Communicate in a way that lifts others up, communicate in a way that really brings people together and really spreads the light and love that you really are here to bring. So think about that, and you will notice that after you have started communicating lovingly and your words are no longer hurtful to others, that your throat chakra will now be open and how you communicate with yourself and communicate with others will really be smooth, okay? So the next reason why your throat chakra may be blocked is because of anger. Anger that you hold within yourself, anger that is not expressed. When you're not able to express the anger that you feel about certain things in your life, then your throat chakra might be blocked. So it's very important to deal with the root cause of the anger issues so that you can unblock that throat chakra. We need this throat chakra opened. We need to resolve anger issues. We need that energy out of our systems ASAP, okay? So that's the other reason. Don't keep things inside. Learn to resolve these issues. Work with crystals that help you resolve anger, okay? Work with crystals that help you unblock that energy. And when those anger issues come up, know that it's time for you to do some inner work. We can't just brush these things aside, man. There's no escaping from the inner work. So we all have to be ready to get with the program of inner work, right? Okay, then the other reason why the throat chakra might be blocked is because you yourself has refused to change. You've refused to change. It's unfortunate, but sometimes we resist change. We refuse to change. And because of things like that, resistance to change, our throat chakras or any chakras that you're working with remain blocked. And I'm also guilty of this. You know, sometimes when you hear information that could be beneficial for you, or when I hear something that could be beneficial for me, sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to hear that. I don't want to change. I'm going to resist that information because for some reason I'm just like, well, it could be information that relates to someone else, but it's not directly for me. And yet the truth of the matter is that information is directly for me. So I resist the change. And when I resist the change, obviously nothing's going to change when we don't change. Things are going to remain same old, every day, all day, 24/7. So if you think about it, there's really no reason why we should keep defending what's no longer working for us. It's time for change. Change is going to happen. We got to go with the flow of our life, the flow of our spirit, the flow of our truth. So, crystal lovers, we have so much work to do. We can no longer be voiceless. We have to speak our truth. We have to express our truth. Are you able to do that? Are you able to speak out? Are you able to speak up when the need arises, either at work or in a relationship with another person? Are you able to speak up? Let me know in the comment section. And also, most importantly, let me know what specific crystal has worked for you when it comes to opening up your throat chakra. All right? Until next time, keep speaking up, speak out, spread your light, shine your light. I love you. Bye.